All right, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Dees, and I'm here with Professor Thornburg, and we're bringing you some more. Welcome to Europa Universalis IV.
Yeah,
All
Professor
right.
is in the house.
Yeah, so this is going to be episode 4, and if you recall from our last episode, we are at war with England because someone gave us an alliance with France.
I am teaching on the job, aka the professor.
Okay, let's just jump right into it.
I like making you feel as awkward as possible. It is my goal.
I don't feel awkward though. Okay, so we did
Oh,
a royal marriage before the break.
that's
And
right. That's the
so,
last thing we did.
yeah, that's the last thing we did. So you can see here our royal marriage has been accepted and our relations are now improved. This is going to be a permanent relationship, something we want to hang on to for a while because France is very strong. And so when you want a permanent relationship, you tend to want to do royal marriages.
You were falling behind, so I paused it.
I know. So yeah, just give it a few minutes, we got to stabilize our internet connections here and then we'll be all good. I'm
You
caught
should
up, by
be-
the way, so you can unpause.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting it render everything. I'm kind of just looking around my map to make sure that it's not on my end. Okay, let's go back up to speed 2, and I'll unpause. Yeah, you're good now. It's
I hope so.
stabilized.
Anyway, so if you recall, Portugal annoyingly guaranteed Grenada, as you can see here. Guaranteed by Portugal.
So what we're probably going to have to do is declare a war on someone else and call them into it.
The only problem with that is that we don't have enough favors with them right now. Favors are used to call people into wars without guaranteeing them land. But we could also try and guarantee them land if we attack, say, Morocco.
I was thinking Morocco, and because they're a rival, they might join anyway without the favors.
In fact, if you want to take the state of southern Morocco, which is touching our little island of the Canaries,
Yes.
we could try and go for that.
I think that would be more useful than trying to take... Because this down
Well,
here
for a first
isn't-
war, yeah. I think that would be a
it's not
good
as
first
high
war.
development. It's 16 total. That'd be good landing spot then, so we don't have to worry about the strait over here.
Right.
Keep
Well,
us out. Yeah.
we'll go for that right now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start building a spy network, and that's what we do to create claims. So you can see here,
Yes.
it'll increase by 1.79 each month. And here's the reasons why. Base speed of 1.5. They are our rival, so we get bonus. And then they have good spy detection, so that decreases it a little bit. And then there's also a distance multiplier.
If you guys are going to see right now that our ships that are pirates right now, privateering, are actually going to go back out right now because
We're safe.
the English fleet is not down here.
And they probably
So-
won't come down here, so.
They will never come down into the Mediterranean.
So we unclick this button and it's justifiable. So that way we can start making some more money.
Yep.
It's always good to have money.
We're greedy.
Anyway, let's continue. So our spy network's going to be increasing every month tick, which happens on the first of every month. And so once it hits 20, we can fabricate a claim. The next claims will be more expensive though, and we only want 3. So this first one is going to be 20. Next one will be 25, and then the last one will be 30.
If we can get it, we'll have to. I don't think we'll be able to get the third because you can't get a claim if it doesn't border either directly
Right.
by province or
I didn't
by
realize that
style.
was a sea border right there.
Yes. So the only way we would be able to do that is one of the Age of Discovery Splendor ideas.
Right. We'll talk about that later though.
Yeah.
Those
Those are complex.
No, okay. So yeah, you can see here that Agadir and Ifni share a border over sea with the Canaries. So we can fabricate on these. We can't fabricate on anywhere else though, except for up here in Tangiers, Garb, and Ducala because we have a sea border with them.
And Melilla.
Oh yeah, Emily. Yeah, I forgot about that one. So yeah, basically you can only fabricate on provinces that are touching you or share a sea tile with you.
Ooh, England got Calais. They got the fort back. So
this war is going to drag on a little bit. You can see their
Correct.
enthusiasm went back up to medium. It was at low, which means they would have peaced out, but I guess France wants to push a little bit longer.
And by doing so, they're just going to go sit a whole bunch of people and not attack England, because England does have a superior army to France.
They do. They always do. And they have lots of
it's
allies
comparable.
that are in this
It's
war.
comparable. They're equal. They both have 30,000 troops. The issue is that the AI is stupid.
Right.
So they can't actually do anything on both sides. So it's not like I'm saying that just our AI is stupid. I'm saying both sides.
Okay, so the English Navy is now coming down towards Spain, so you might want to put those
I see
privateers
that.
back.
I was keeping an eye for that. Back to port you go.
Okay, so we hit the button again, and they're coming back home to safety.
To Mercia. Oh, I take it back. There's a battle.
Oh, really?
Genoa marched on them. I didn't think they were actually going to go through with it.
Alright,
thought
so
it
let's
was
watch this
advanced.
again. So here's the fire phase, shock phase. They're rolling all their numbers. England's actually rolling pretty
Ooh,
well, but then that
9.
9 finished it off.
9 to a 0. Oh, we can get a stack wipe here. Come on.
Oh, no,
gotta
yeah,
get
we
a
got a
stack
stack
wipe.
wipe there, because they have no morale. And so they're going to instantly
Whoa.
destroy their entire army right there.
No, because they had too small of an army to actually do so.
Well, if they defeat them before the 28th, which they did, they... Oh, wow.
Nope.
I think they stack wiped some of it, because they did lose 10,000 troops.
I think.
Yeah, they
this
lost
should
half
be
of their
end.
troops, I think. But this will finish them off. Well, they got a month. to
They lost. No, they lost the 6 stack. So they did stack wipe the 6 stack.
Yeah.
But they did not stack wipe.
But they're going to get this right here. They're rolling really well. Look at that 10. 3 to 3. Yep, stack wipe.
There it
They're
is.
gone. Alright, so that should do the
and
war.
we got the fort back.
Yeah, that
So-
should finish the war right there.
If it doesn't, well, if we can go take a look. I'm gonna do this just for myself to see. England only has 4,000 troops.
Yeah, that's sad. They're probably trying to rebuild. They probably have mercenaries queued up.
They're merking up. They have more
Yeah.
mercs queued up than they do actually in the field right now.
Nice.
So this, the only problem is that the English Navy is far superior to the rest of ours. So we can't actually get across to England. France could actually take everything back on this side of the strait in this war. They should. Probably won't. They should.
Okay, so we can build a couple more ships, and I think we're gonna want more heavies.
To be able to actually do stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're mostly going to stay outside of the Mediterranean.
Yeah,
If we
and
can.
once we attack Granada, Tunis is also going to come in, so we want to be able to defeat both navies there.
Yeah, we should probably build some heavies.
So
We
were you
have-
okay with 2 more heavies? That would max out our force limit, our naval force limit of 23. We have 21 right now.
I like 5 heavies. It's safe
Yeah,
without
that sounds good.
being overly...
Alright, so that's going to cost
Pricey.
us 50.1 ducats, a monthly cost of 0.44, 200 sailors, but then we also get the benefit of them having 40 guns. These are the combat ships. These are really good no matter where you put them.
Yeah.
So those will be done in roughly 2 years. A little less.
Which should help us in our Morocco war. Speaking of which, we're at 14 spy network-ish
Yep.
right now.
Yep. Okay,
Oh,
so there's a
there's the
fight
Genoa
somewhere.
Navy.
Okay, yeah, they're fighting. Naval battle. So this is a lot. Let me explain this real quick. So naval battles are a lot like land battles, except for there is fire and shock phases, but I don't think it goes over that. It doesn't say like what phase it is. You're just gonna have to guess. Right here it says fire. If it was shock phase, there would be maybe a shock bonus, but
Yeah, it's more just it goes in phases and just
Yeah.
gives a chance for each leader to have chances. You can't really like tell in a naval battle, and it's not super important because it's just ships for ships.
so here you can see the engagement widths. You can see their morale, and then if they've captured any ships, and then the actual the navy compositions themselves. Now Genoa has a lot of galleys, which are only good in inland seas, like the Mediterranean or the Baltic, for example. And so they're gonna lose those most likely. Heavies are more better outside in open seas, but they're also good. They don't have any negative combat bonuses.
Which is why they're the most expensive.
Yes, and the best option as far as naval combat goes. But you could effectively use galleys in here, and it would help out a lot. But no matter what, heavies are more beneficial. And so you can see England has 6 of those and no galleys, so they're probably going to destroy this Genoan navy. Let's just watch.
Oh, yeah, they're dead.
So now this is the shock phase, fire, and shock. Let's see. So you can see their numbers are going down, and here's the actual results. So England captured 1 ship, and then Genoa lost a total, because of that, Genoa lost a total of 12 ships, and England only lost 1.
And they replaced it with a new ship.
Well, they got a cog instead of a bark, but...
Yeah, but the ship for a ship, really.
Yeah.
When you're England, it's just more.
And so there goes the Genoese navy in utter defeat.
Yeah,
Watch them sail back home. We could probably continue privateering. I think we're safe. Relatively safe.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Looks like Burgundy's at war. Someone was sieging down Nevers.
They're at war with Liège, Nassau, Austria, Hungary, the Palatinate, Brandenburg, Ravensburg, and Augsburg. What did they do?
So Burgundy just attacked the HRE, essentially.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Attacker against Liège. Wow, that's ballsy of them.
At some point, we are going to have to explain to them the HRE and what that is.
Yeah, I'm expecting to, but it's going to be a long process to try and do that.
So here comes another event. Treason against Castile.
Why do you get all of the events?
Maybe because I'm the one recording these videos.
Yeah, but I'm the one hosting.
We'll just say luck, okay? So
okay.
Our choices are lose 2.5 army professionalism and then get negative 50% local manpower modifier until 1459, or gain 2.5 army professionalism, lose 10 loyalty with the nobility, and then gain local unrest and lose 25% local manpower modifier in every way.
We can afford the nobility hits.
And I think we'll be okay. I don't think we'll have any revolts, but if we do, that's a good teaching moment anyway.
Yes, and I like army professionals.
Yes, that's always good. I think we've gone over this before, but just to remind you, drilling increases this, and we get certain bonuses, as you can see there.
I'd love to drill.
Yep. Alright, so this month we are going to get our first claim.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep, so there goes the tick. And so you can see we have 21.48 spy network against Morocco. So we come in here under covert actions, we fabricate claim. And these are our options. We have sharing sea tiles with these people, with these places, I mean. Agadir, Ifni, we got Garb. We also got Melilla, Tangiers, and Ducala. So for the first one, I think we want to do Ifni.
I agree.
Because that's out of what Portugal wants, you know.
It's
relatively safe. Yeah.
We might even be able to release a subject down there. Just throw it.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of that, especially if they're going to be Sunni.
Yeah, but they're also... Well, we could take it, and then you just convert it before you core it, and then release it.
Anyway, so you can see here we have fabricated on Ifni, and so we can rightfully claim that in a war and declare on them. So our spy network went down by 20 because that was our first claim. And so our next claim we'll need 25 spy network for. And there's the Casus Belli, the just cause for declaring war, to take Ifni.
Yeah.
And so we'll wait till we get a claim on Agadir as well, and then we'll probably just take those 2 provinces. That's 11 development right there. Development is 2 just it was a number that represents the amount it represents your economic.
Yeah, it's like
it represents your economy basically, and so
yeah, it's like how many like it's also like your population almost kind of idea.
Yeah.
Development. I don't know. It's a mechanic to try and like combine your economy with your like population to try and like give it a number that you can use in a video game. Is pretty much what it is.
Yeah. And we'll go over that later, but we don't need to worry about that right now. We'll probably talk about it when we get to coring if we eventually take land from someone.
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, no, we will.
Can we please finish this war with England?
Yeah, looks like Burgundy's getting destroyed over there.
That's not good for... I mean, it is good for us, but it's also not good for us.
Should we go over the HRE right now? Just like a basic overview?
I mean, since we're not doing anything, we're kind of just going to be sitting here. You might as well.
Yeah, might as well. Okay. So, the HRE, let's see. Let me pull up the map mode, because I don't have it. This represents the HRE. Everything in green is part of the HRE. These yellow parts mean they are HRE land, but they're occupied by a non-HRE country. For example, Burgundy has this land here, but it's in the Empire, and they are not. So, the Emperor will eventually want to take that and add it to the Empire, so they're more stable. Pink represents the Emperor. It's kind of this like royalty color you can see here. This is Austria. Austria is the current Emperor. All these brown countries are electors, and they vote for who the next Emperor will be. Blue are free cities. They're just basically one province minors inside of the HRE that the Emperor has granted special status to, and so they won't get picked on as much. Essentially. Alright, so that's everyone in the HRE. This is the HRE screen. And so it'll tell you who the current Emperor is. It shows you all the bonuses. And then over here we have all the reforms. These reforms can be enacted once the Emperor has accrued 50 imperial authority. So you can see here it goes up by this much per month. And so once they have 50, they can press these buttons. And they vary in their effect. If they're lucky enough to get all the way to the end, they just basically annex everyone and become this big blob of a country.
Yeah, pretty much.
So basically, you know, they get... Okay, so there's a call for peace. And so that means pretty soon that England and France will be at peace soon. Hopefully. I don't want to be stuck. Basically, when they call for peace, that just means a war's been going on for too long, especially if someone's like way in favor, in this case France. And so we'll get monthly war exhaustion just from being in this war. And it's just an incentive to make people peace out.
Yeah, we might actually need to separate peace, which is not good.
Yeah, because that would hurt our trust with France. Okay, we got another event here.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't realize, but England is now the papal controller, so we lost the benefits.
I saw that.
I did not. I was too busy explaining the HRE.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got another event here. You can read this if you want. Petition for redress. We can either accept a petition to lose 10 prestige and lose 10 loyalty with the nobility, or we could deny the petition. 6 peasants rise and the Canaries, which would suck.
Oh, that would be really bad.
And the nobility gain 10 loyalty.
The nobility are currently at 49.93% loyalty, and they need to be at 40 to be loyal.
Otherwise, they will be unhappy.
If they're disloyal, we'll recover that in 1 month.
Yeah, I think we should just take the prestige hit, because if we spawn those rebels in the Canaries, they'll spawn here, and they'll be hard to take care of since they're on that little island.
Yeah.
So
I think taking the nobility hit for a month
is fine.
Because I mean, it's not terrible, because no matter what the percent is at of the estates, they want to be ticking towards 50. So if they're above 50 losing, they're below. So I like to have them keep them in the 40s range, or way up.
Well, we could always try and do something. Let's look here. What can we do?
Kind of
We
I've
kind
done
of
a
went over
couple
this in the
things.
first episode, if you don't
Yeah.
remember. And so we press some of these buttons. Let's just deny or accept the petition, and then we'll lose 10 prestige, and they lose 10 loyalty.
Yeah, that's fine because we're already a negative prestige, so it's not like we're counting on our prestige or anything.
Alright, so they are now unloyal, but it'll increase on the month tick, and then they'll be loyal again. But we get these negative modifiers for 1 month, which won't really influence anything.
Yeah.
Alright, you can see here, since France did not peace out, the call for peace is now giving us more monthly war exhaustion, which is awful.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
France, stop being so dumb.
Anyway, back to the HRE. So yeah, basically these reforms, every one that gets passed increases the centralization of the empire up until it's all annexed by one country. Here you can see the electors, who they're currently voting for, and then it shares the reasons why they aren't voting for us. And then if you hovered over it, you can see the reasons why they're voting for who they're voting for. To us, it doesn't really matter, because right now we're not going for the empireship. We might later, because that's a cool thing to do with Spain.
It is fun. I've done it before.
And then at the very bottom, you can see all of the 58 princes. And so if we were in the HRE, we could also press this button that says to leave it, but we don't have to worry about that. And then if we did this, we could actually dismantle it, which I think I've only done successfully once. And it's not really that important, but you know.
I think we did it once together. And it was before it was this hard.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be you had to control the elector of each one.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
The best time to do it, I think, was in the the religious war, where all the electors were on one side. I think we ended up doing it. It was hard.
All right, so I'm recalling our diplomat from Navarra, and I'm gonna see what we can do here. So yeah, if we separate peace, it would lower everyone in the war's trust on our side.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
And we have negative war score right now because they're blockading us.
Yep. So
we're just waiting on France because he's being stupid.
Correct. Especially because strength of the alliances is way in our favor. It's... I don't know. Honestly,
hey,
the only
we're losing
person...
great power status again.
Lovely. Denmark must have gotten something.
We'll fix it later, don't worry about it.
It's not a huge deal.
No.
Oh yeah, Denmark got a province. They conquered Danzig. So...
good for them. Good for them.
It's 16 development, which puts us behind.
That's a very aggressive move on Denmark, but that's cool.
They're trying to become Prussia.
But they can't. They don't have that option.
Don't they? Yeah. Everyone does. Right? You should have to be Protestant. And have all the Prussian lands.
No, you
right?
only get it if you're Prussian or Saxon, I think. Or Pomeranian. I don't know.
You could just
I know
change your
Brandenburg can
culture.
do it, and most people do it as Brandenburg.
I've seen people do it as the Livonian Order, and that was interesting.
I think they can because they're in the East Prussian area.
Yeah. It's basically the Livonian Order takes over the Teutonic Order, which they're really not supposed to do. They're supposed to kind of be friends. But
Right.
who cares about history being accurate? Come on, France, stop being so dumb. Because I have eyes on England ships, I sent our privateers back out.
Yeah, we're fine, I think. Okay, so another thing to explain real quick. The Renaissance, which I hope most of you know, is something that occurred in Italy in the 14th century, which is now.
Ooh, it spawned.
Well, no, this is the 15th century, but, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, so basically, Renaissance is an institution. And so institutions affect technology. And so you can see here the resistance started in Rome in the papal state, and so it'll spread throughout Europe, and then eventually to other places. But for now, just mainly Europe, as you can see. These are all the places it's spreading to. And this is places where it is present. You can see, let's see, a variety of things. What it gives you when you fully embrace it, which is good. We want construction costs and development costs to be lower. And then you can see the presence in Castile. We have 0, but it is slowly going up. We'll get it eventually. Hopefully it won't take too long, because each year that you don't embrace it, you get a 1% penalty towards technology.
Yay!
And we'll explain technology in a little bit. We're almost to Admin Tech 4. We'll explain it in a little bit. We're close. Military.
Before you unpause, 2 things.
Right, so we can fabricate our claim.
Correct.
You can see we're at 26.57. And so we're going to fabricate right now on Agadir.
And second of all, I know for a fact that we are playing a very unlucky game right now.
Right.
Because Granada is currently guaranteed independence by Portugal.
Mhm.
France won't peace out.
Right.
And good doctor, would you take a good look at Naples for me, please?
Damn.
I believe that they are no longer in a personal union, because I got a pop-up that said that they rivaled Aragon.
That's unfortunate.
So usually, because Aragon's the nation right next to us, and we're trying to get a personal union over there and take over them, is basically what we're trying to do. And they become ours, and they have Naples, and we get Naples too. But for some reason, Naples is free.
That is very unfortunate.
What? They don't have a truce? They don't even have a truce with each other?
Yeah,
Like,
so what happened was Aragon's king died. And so Naples probably had more prestige than Aragon did. And so there's a chance that a personal union will break if their prestige is higher than yours.
That is stupid. We're getting screwed.
Yeah, very unlucky game, but we're going to stick through it. We're trying to show you the basics, and, you know, we're doing a good job at that. And this is probably a game that we won't continue on for a while. We just want to intro it. This is welcome to EU4, and then from there we will be doing future campaigns, some solo campaigns, and some co-op campaigns.
Correct.
And maybe some versus campaigns if you're into that.
It would be interesting to play a versus campaign where we start really far apart from each other. Because a versus campaign where you're close to each other at the beginning is not that interesting.
Right. Anyway, we'll go over that once this series is over. But
I think it's about time.
Yeah, it's close. And I think we'll just stop here.
Mm-hmm.
So, didn't get a lot done today. Luckily, we were able to explain the HRE a little bit. So you got that. We did mention institutions, and we will go over tech in the next episode. Probably very close to the beginning, because we're almost to the next tech. We went over spy networks and how we fabricate claims to declare war, which we will do in the next episode, by the way. Morocco is going to be our next and first target.
Woo! Woo! And Granada will be our second.
Yes. And so hopefully in the next episode, because France isn't stupid and they actually peace out and get what they want, because they can get what they want. Correct. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time. You want to say bye to the people, Nathan?
Bye.
All right, see you next time, folks.